Hey, this is Garrett over at Conquest Classic Cars, just doing a quick walk around and startup on our 1960 Cadillac DeVille here. So I don't know much of the history of this car other than that we believe it is originally from Colorado. The gentleman I got it from told me that it was originally owned by an undertaker who used it as part of his funeral service and business for a number of years, and then it was parked probably sometime in the 80s and stored until he acquired it from another collector. So this car, we believe, has 63,000 original miles, and I can believe it just looking at that interior. I believe the interior is all original. Just really nice headliner. It's beautiful. Back seat looks like it's barely ever been sat in. Dashboard of this car is beautiful. There is one crack in the dash there, but otherwise just immaculate. I don't think I've ever seen an original steering wheel this nice before. I mean, it's just about perfect. 63,000 original miles. There's the pedals. They don't really look that worn. That's usually a good indication too. Doesn't look like they're too worn. Body's nice and straight on it. And that is a big old car. And it just looks nice. You know, the paint, you can see some kind of checking and stuff in the paint. Just from its age, maybe a little oxidation. But you know, that you might be able to buff some of that out. But the chrome is absolutely gorgeous. There's very few nicks and dings. If these cars sat out any time here in Colorado, they get hailed on, and this one doesn't have any hail dings on that chrome, which is what we normally see with a car this age that spend any time outside. Little boo-boo there. Again, nice and straight down the side. A little scratch there. Get a ding there. There's no rust on this car that I can see. I've had it up in the air and taken some photos of the underside. It's still got a kind of that factory undercoating on it. Rockers are solid and straight. Just on this side, that one has a ding in it, like I showed you. Chrome bumper is not dinged up or beaten up at all. Just a nice car. Let's open up the hood. Original 390 in there. AC is not working, and they just took the belt off of it to keep that compressor from running all the time. Power steering, power brake. We did replace the some parts in the front brake system. We replaced the wheel cylinders on the front end. They were leaky. That's about all we really had to do to it. Starts up nice and quiet. In terms of what works, heater works. That works nice. Radio works. We'll let that warm up for a second. So I'm getting a sound out of all the switches, out of all these switches here. Like the motor underneath the seat is working, but it's not moving me back or forward or anything like that. So something there to look for.
Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with...
So that does work. Windows. That one will go all the way down. It's kind of slow to do it. The only one that doesn't work 100% right is this passenger side rear. It'll come down to about there and kind of get hung up. So that's the only one that doesn't really work all the way. Lights, all the lights work. Turn signals. Forgot the indicators out there. That's cool. Oh, temperature gauge does work. Fuel gauge, I just put probably about 10 gallons in it the other day, and the needle does move off of E a little bit, but not that much. So I don't think that gauge is that reliable. morning, just pushing up some water out of the exhaust. Love those tail lights. Like I said, there's some rock chips and stuff on the front end. Some of this is snow, but all this big stuff is rock chips here. Windshield, all the glass, all the chrome is just immaculate on this car. It's very nice. Stay here for a quick spin around the block here. I just love that power steering. I mean, it's just turns with very little effort. It is about 15 to 20 degrees out this morning in Colorado, so ride's nice, no creaks over bumps. Brakes feel really nice. After we replaced that wheel cylinder, really helped. It was pulling to the right before, now it brakes and stops straight. Nice car. You can see why Cadillacs were the standard of the world in luxury for many, many years, because of cars like this. Actually brakes and stops good too. I mean, it'll lock them up. So while it's a big old boat, it really is just a joy to cruise it around and drive. Well, hey, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. My name is Garrett over at Conquest Classic Cars. My number is 970-573-5291. Thanks so much.